Regrets. I don't do that many collaborations, and when I do, I know that whoever it is that I'm working with is going to follow through. Since when I was first starting off, I got in a little collaboration and we never finished it or did anything with it. So that's when I stopped collaborating.
There is a
like, nope.
I did have a question here. It's set up kind of based on one of your earlier messages. Are there any animations that you find particularly distasteful? Animated James. That you don't like?
Oh, no.
You didn't think I wasn't going to do anything with that, are you?
I don't think Animated James likes me.
Oh, why's that?
I'm not sure. Well, because I stepped on his hand. But
Story.
Stepped on his hand with a stiletto.
No, those are hard to walk in.
Wait.
You're telling Peter.
Tell me about it.
No. That was this year at BronyCon. He jumped onto the stage, and then I was pretending to like step on him, and then I actually did.
Oh.
You have a lot in common with KP now. You still. No, sorry. She's a cool person.
Stepping all over your underlings.
Well, I would say that. Jeez, how much...
No, she's a cool person as far as I know. What's the worst job you've ever been involved in?
Oh god.
Any morally conflicted, like, I don't know.
No.
Casino worker, fast food, insurance, anything that you just like, God, I'm a terrible person for working here.
I have actually never had a service job, like doing whatever, checkout, cashier, fast food, waitress, whatever.
You lucky
but
son of a bitch.
I'm okay with that.
No, actually, I spent 7 years doing heavy construction. So that's what I was doing. But the worst job
That's the web of mystery of who the fuck you are.
That only makes it more interesting.
The worst job I've ever had is I took a job. Well, first of all, I took a job cleaning lockers. Oh my gosh! In two schools, there were like 700. I don't even know how many hundreds of lockers, but I had to clean them, and then I had to change the combinations, and my fingers were like an inch thicker.
Wait, I got a question.
How long did that last?
What is the most interesting thing you've ever found in a locker?
Ooh.
High school.
Don't you dare tell me that you didn't find anything.
How many jizz socks did you find?
How many what?
Jizz socks.
No. Yeah, Leaky, that's
any,
disgusting.
Man.
God.
But anyway, yeah, what is the most interesting thing?
Yeah.
Nothing. There's no.
No, nothing?
Oh, some bullets.
No, I was going to say no drugs or nothing.
Whoa, that's weird.
Yeah.
No, there weren't any drugs. Yeah, why would you leave your drugs in a locker?
I don't know.
I would just use them then.
Well, I don't do drugs myself. I don't have the right people with me for those right now.
A lot of jewelry.
Okay.
Like cheap jewelry. The high school kids are boring. There's not really much in their lockers when they leave.
Okay.
Strangely, the thing that came to mind was her finding a copy of the Declaration of Independence. Like, how did you get this?
Yeah, nothing valuable. I mean, I found like some quarters.
Okay. What's the most trouble you've ever been in? I'll make this easy for you if you're like, oh, I'm a good person, forgot a birthday, an anniversary, arrested, deported, said bomb on a plane, kicked a sibling,
so much roller coaster.
Masqueraded as a guy on the internet.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
No, who does that? Let's see, most trouble I've ever been. Oh.
I will one day get someone to say deported.
I haven't been deported.
No, me neither.
It would be funny, though, because if I were deported, I would be deported from Canada and back into the United States, which would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
That'd be the nicest deportation ever.
So do you want trouble, like, as in bad trouble, or trouble as in...
What, the juiciest story you feel comfortable sharing, yes.
I don't really have
if it's...
stories.
All right.
Closest you can get that you feel comfortable sharing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
You should have heard Gibbons. That was surprisingly delightful.
I don't know. What did you edit it out?
No, I left that in. Are you kidding me? When Gibbons he's like, I was all edgy in high school, and I said,
yeah, that one. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, really? That's beautiful. Why can't everyone do this? This is awesome. He was so relaxed about it. Any high school stories? No.
Well, yeah, I mean, see, the problem is that my father knew all the police.
Oh, okay. No.
So there were moments of like hiding in the grass from the police, but not
All right. We'll move on to something else. What's something you want to do for the rest of your life, and when do you feel like you've made it?
My initial response is that's horribly inappropriate, so I won't say it.
No.
You're in good company here.
Something I want to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Like, and when you're doing it, when you feel like, yeah, I've made it.
I'm a successful this.
Oh, I'm never satisfied.
That's the first time I've heard that. Nice.
Yeah, I'll never be.
Every
time I reach the next step, I think, okay, we're gonna go. Where am I gonna go from here? What can I do next?
I'm picturing all my past guests listening to that going, that bitch, she just upstaged us.
Okay. Are you happy? Like, is animation?
I'm not happy.
No.
Are you
I'm
happy?
an animator, man. I'm miserable all the time.
Is animation what your goal in life is? Like your ultimate? Like, we don't know what your day job is. I don't know if we want to ask that, but do you want to make animation your day job, or is that something you're happy keeping as a hobby and on the side?
Actually, when I started out, it wasn't something I wanted to do. See, I was a very practical person. In college, I took international law, and then I immediately turned around and became a video editor. So I do something that's not really related to my degree at all. But, so yeah, I don't know if I want to make animation my job. This is what I'm struggling over right now, because when you turn your hobby into a job, it changes how you feel about it.
This is true.
So when it becomes the thing that you have to do in order to survive.
Yep.
And
you can sometimes take the fun out of it.
Yeah, and where I am right now, I don't have to animate other people's dumb ideas. I don't have to follow anybody else's ridiculous rules. I get to make all the calls. So
yeah, because when it's stand to reason that you aren't animating your own stuff or stuff you want to animate, you need to animate what other people tell you to animate.
Yes, right. So, and plus, I don't have any formal education. I feel like it's a really competitive field. So I'd be happier, actually, if I were working at a studio doing some sort of management position or finance, but not the actual drawing, because that's what I like to come home and do. So we'll see. I've thought about starting in the future, sort of like maybe in the next 5 years, starting my own little studio. But
so how did you get into animation then? What led you down that road? You mentioned you were a musician before.
Yeah.
But did that have any connection with it, or one day you just said, you know what, I want to make this a reality, and you sat down and figured out how to do it? Well,
I guess I've always been on, call it the creative road. I just have tried to deny it my entire life and be more quote unquote practical. And I always grew up, I loved animations, Hayao Miyazaki, Princess Mononoke, that sort of thing. But it never occurred to me that I could actually do it, especially since you have a large team of people that it takes to make something like that. So basically though, it was that.
Do you have any editors, or is it just also?
Me.
Okay.
The only people I have helping is voice actors. So,
Oh, sorry. Continue.
Here, let me finish my thought. Yeah. So going down the animation road. Yeah, basically, since I went into college, I decided not to take a dual major in music and international law, because that was just going to destroy me.
Tough, yeah.
So I'm a good student, but I thought, why get a major in music? I don't need that. So instead, one day I was taking a class on analyzing comics and how it relates to international identity, and we were allowed to, instead of submit a paper, submit a comic. So I made a comic, and then after that, I invented these characters. That's the Sin Wolf comic I have, if any of you know about that. Yeah. And I just drew one, and then I never stopped. And then one day, I had been watching these amateur people animating on YouTube, which is really where I started. And I thought, you know what, maybe I could do that. So I made an animation in the Windows Movie Maker.
Wow.
And that's the very first animation that's on my channel. So it's up there, but...
Still there?
Yeah. So, and then I kept doing it because it's just really rewarding. It feels so good to see it there.
It's on that same topic, actually, someone in the chat, Saradwin, asked, was there anybody in particular who inspired you down that road, or was that just sort of the way you explained it now? There was no one in particular?
So that comic that I did for my class, we'd sat down, each of us would sit down with the professor in their office individually and go over the paper. We went through the review of the content of the comic, and then he looked at me and he said, "Don't stop doing this." And I just can't forget that, and I didn't, and I still remember that moment. So yeah, but in terms of style, and I'm really inspired by, like I said, Hayao Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli.
If I can ask a question, I hope I can word this right. Have you ever seen a work of animation by someone, and have you ever thought, I want to create something that evokes the same sort of emotional response? And
yes.
I would ask, what is that work, and what is the response you want to invoke in the audience?
So I actually have a wide range of things that I want to do with my animations. A lot of them center around just being funny or ironic. Which is Pony High, is a lot of sort of like clever pairing of characters from the MLP show up against the Clone High thing. But in terms of, I actually really enjoy the animations that the artwork's all well done, but if you're really paying attention, it has a very strong message of some kind. Either it's political or a lot of the Studio Ghibli films have environmental messages and that sort of thing. So when I'm making a video, my goal is always to evoke some sort of strong emotion. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be happy all the time. It doesn't need to be sad all the time. Either that or to just completely screw with people and mess them up.
Yeah, that's the reaction.
Yeah, we don't have any experience with that.
It's probably the case with other people too, but a lot of the things that I grew up as a kid watching, I can still watch them and be just wow, So I want to create something memorable, striking.
I've asked it. Oh,
yeah, that's one of the reasons I was just gonna say that's one of the reasons I consume media is for those shows I can do that. That like 1 in every 100 piece of animation books or whatever that can evoke that sort of reaction. So that's good that you seek that out. Anyway, that's all I want to say. Anthony?
Yeah, absolutely. I've asked this before. As an artist who, basically puts their stuff out on YouTube, presumably if you ever have like a family and kids, will you ever?
Never.
No. Let's consider in this far off universe.
Well, that was fast.
No.
It was the kids' part.
Yeah. No, we all agree. Most of us. Would you ever let your kids online, knowing all the various deviations floating about?
Oh yeah, let them at it. Yeah. Well, see, my father actually was a programmer for Hewlett Packard, so I had internet computers before there was porn on the internet.
That did not exist. I've been on since
the first
You've never heard such fury in Corpulent Brony as you have now. What hate and lies is this?
Corpulent questions their authenticity.
Yeah, but
citation desired.
To me, it's really important that there's sort of a balance. Yeah, there's a lot of messed up stuff out there too, but could you imagine just how far behind kids are going to be if they don't have access to the internet? That really actually concerns me, is people who don't have access to the internet. That's true. It's going to be bad in the next.
Indeed.
It's not going to go.
Well, how much do you think the average individual actually uses the internet for something useful?
I do every day.
Oh, okay. Well, Corpulent, you're one of the good ones.
Like my job.
Yeah. Well, I meant like kids in general, though, like growing up.
Well, I mean, geez, I'm Googling questions all the time.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to talk to my parents about,
Yeah.
I still do that.
I'm just a curmudgeonly old 35-year-old, so yeah, I didn't. No, I see your point.
I could understand. I understand, because especially with cyberbullying and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's that.
Because
too.
another of the jobs that I've had is actually working for the government and doing presentations to children about internet safety. So It's not as if I don't have that as a concern, but in my mind, in the past, a lot of our media has been dumbed down for kids, and they're smart. I think you should just give them, in terms of, not dumbing down your language, not using stupid cartoon voices, those sorts of things. I mean, not so much I haven't watched Avatar, that much of Avatar.
Or like My Little Pony, they don't really always dumb down things.
Yeah, they've got some complex words in there that, geez, I've just learned in the past 4 years.
Well, think about the pilot. It's a moon goddess possessed by a demon, and 6 heroines go to exorcise it. That is the paraphrased plot of the first episode.
Yeah.
Well,
Adventure Time is another
I could beat that, Peter. You're forgetting the fact that the whole changeling race is a G-rated race of incubus succubi.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. But I was just picking one,
No, okay. Just shilling. That's all.
I have a question. If
Corpulent, go ahead.
How did the name Crown Prince? How did you get that? Maybe you've explained this in a video and I just haven't seen it.
I've never explained it.
Oh, nice. Good question.
That's a good question. So, the name that goes back. So it started out as just C Prince, just like a C period Prince, because I hadn't decided what the first name was, and I wanted the last name. It was actually originally a sort of play on the word Prince, Prints, for like wolf prince or paw prince.
Oh,
but then I went with Prince because I thought, in this world I could do whatever I want. I'm going to be a prince. So I started with that, and then the whole pony stuff started happening, and the ponies all have names that are really obvious, like, Twilight Sparkle or whatever. So Crown Prince was just happened to fit the C, and also means, like, the heir to be.
Nice.
I like that because, and the reason I like that is because it's not the top dog. It's sort of this, you're kind of stuck, and you gotta wait for the other guy to die before you can become the king.
So for you, who is that other guy? Is it a rival, or am I just reading waiting?
I was about to ask about rivals, yes.
Lady James, I'm coming for you.
I will stomp on you with a stiletto next time.
I'm back.
Oh, I didn't know you left.
We lost someone.
Oh, no.
We were that boring.
Dusty Rhodes is back, yes. Woo!
Moose came back. Yay.
I have a quick question. I don't know if you're ever going to explain this. Is this going to be one of those mystery things? On your Patreon, you have a $75 roast. I've been wondering about that forever.
Who asked me about that? Corpulent.
Yeah, I asked Corpulent.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both wondering about buying that, maybe.
Well, it can't because Soul's sitting on it, and I'm not opening it up. I'm not taking additional.
Oh.
But yeah, a roast. Like, have you ever seen in a roast before?
I don't like. Is it animated or what? What is going on in it? I have no idea.
I have to decide.
Okay.
So someone would have to be the first victim.
Well. If put me down on the waiting list. Yeah, if that's the case.
Let's put FNGR in a spit, and then we'll twist him around and see what happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the first
Surprise.
grand roast.
I have a
Double team him.
potentially.
For third
calm down, gentlemen, calm down. This one's kind of
This is out of control.
Yes, gentlemen, calm
Out
down.
of control.
Yes. Have you ever had to step away from a friend that was making the wrong decisions?
I thought we were trying to fun here.
That's a good question, but I tend to not.
Yeah, I came up with that one today to a completely unrelated subject.
To try and surprise me, because I've been listening to the other questions, so I kind of know.
Oh.
Yeah.
These are the
Oh,
player
yeah,
questions again.
Like,
No, I'm not busting those out. No. And besides, those are from a different podcast. You wouldn't know those ones.
So, what was the question again?
Yeah, have you ever had to step away from a friend when they were making the wrong decisions, or at least, things you couldn't come to terms with yourself and the way that they were headed?
I'm trying to think if I've lost.
Cue the dramatic
usually
music.
what happens is it's just gradually that person falls out of your life.
Hmm.
So
That is a wonderfully somber answer to a horribly depressing question. You are magnificent.
That's what happens. I can't say that that's happened a lot.
No,
but there are a couple people I can think of who just. It's not even. They're still kids. They don't know how to grow up. So.
He done that. He was just a boy.
So yeah, I usually though, if it's someone who's important to me,
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring up their decision. Though I'm the type of person that people usually come to talk about that sort of thing. Because since I tend to listen, and I'm not really, and if I judge, I keep it to myself.
Okay.
I try to see things from different perspectives, really different perspectives, and how people arrive at those ideas. So. Yeah, I can't say I've had friends who have just suddenly done like a 180, destroyed their life, but...
Susie started hanging out with the wrong crowd.
Yeah, as soon as I became a brony, they're all like, oh...
I have...
Actually,
Go ahead.
All my friends walked away from me at that point. No.
You came out? Hell, I never did that.
No. What happened is... We were in the middle of our strategic planning process at work, and my boss, out of nowhere, starts talking about how he's watching documentaries on Netflix, and he starts talking about Brony, and I just could not help myself.
Go on.
He thought they were the coolest thing. I'm like, yeah.
She sticks her hand up, and he's like, "I was being ironic."
Yeah.
Yeah, like I am out in my real life, but I am not out at work for being a brony.
I would not have. I have like a little pony in my shelves, but it's not.
I play
something I talk
play a
about.
dangerous game at work. I work in an industrial shop with a bunch of like bros and old worker men, and I have a big Applejack plushie on the dashboard of my truck. And
nobody says anything.
It's just a waiting game before someone notices.
well, it's the catch-22 if they go like, "Oh, you have an Applejack. How do you know who Applejack is?"
Fate.
I remember someone noticed one time because in my other car, in my Thunderbird, I have a Pinkie Pie plushie, and someone was like, "Is that a pony?" I was like, "Yeah, so." And then they just shut up.
Jesus, I had a really good one built off of that, and I completely lost it.
Yeah, I have a little rainbow dash hanging from the rear mirror, and I'm always hoping that somebody will notice. Nobody ever notices. People don't know.
Yeah,
It's a very.
I just go out with a shirt. People really don't care.
I think it's a comic or a meme where there's this guy, he's doing a presentation at work, and he screws up and goes, "If every pony helps out, we'll be able to get it done." And the boss goes like, "Did you say every pony?" And then the boss rips open his shirt and it has like the rainbow on it. I picture that being corpulent.
You're getting a corner office, kid.
Super
All my
brony.
wishes will come true.
Just imagine it's like a Rainbow Dasher. It's like, I can be fast like Rainbow Dash. Hold on, everyone. Or every pony. And then he rips off the shirt. I can run like Rainbow Dash.
All right. Here, I've got a Bill Maher question here, so just tell me. Refuse to answer this completely.
Oh no, I'll give you the most sarcastic lie.
Oh yeah, this is such garbage here. Is there any way? I completely like. Yeah, I know.
You be Bill Maher, and Crown Prince, you be Ariana Huffington.
Okay, I don't know who that is. I just admitted that like he was smarter than me. Please, nobody listen.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Is there a opinion that's vastly changed on something over the years, be it politics, religion, art, self-expression, capital punishment, law-related, or any other garbage like that?
Who wouldn't answer that question? That's not like a dangerous question.
Nah.
Well, I used to be very conservative, and then I went to school and I learned how to have a brain.
Corpulent, how do you feel about having a brain?
I'd prefer to not comment.
that would have been voice of reason. Corpulent would have sat there, grabbed his stomach, and thrown it on the table and said, "We're gonna go. It's go time."
No. I have very. I don't know. I probably belong in California.
Nice. You're now Corpulent's mortal enemy. He's from Florida.
Say, screw it. Let people do whatever they want, you know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Although I'm conservative when it comes to spending, so I don't like
she's
big
a libertarian.
spending. Yeah.
Okay.
I usually
Now,
don't
cheers.
identify.
Corpulent just pounded his fist in the air. It's like faith in Crown Prince restored.
Oh God.
I know. Like, so are you a conservative in the in which sense? Like in the dictionary definition sense or the political sense?
I don't know. I like solving problems. So when something's wrong, I think you should fix it. If something's not wrong, just leave it. You know.
Then you clearly
Well,
must not like
I'm
most
liberal.
government.
I'm liberal.
Marshall Tucker Band.
I'm liberal. Conservative in the sense of like I don't know. What's the dictionary definition?
I don't know.
Likes elephants.
Conserve things.
Represented by the color red.
Thank you, Biter.
A liking of donkeys.
Older than you. I might as well be a dictionary.
Okay, cool. Okay, this is the very last thing I got. So after this, everybody else is gonna have to keep it going.
free-for-all.
Yeah. Have you ever learned a powerful lesson from someone you didn't like? You're like, oh God, why did I have to?
You should have given me this question in advance. I feel like I have to think about this one.
I've had this one prepared for somebody that I couldn't quite get on the show.
Oh yes, I do actually. If some of you couldn't quite get on the show. I have learned a powerful lesson. Don't be a freaking jerk.
Oh, could you care to share who?
No.
Oh no, I want to know.
Somebody you all know. And
I can't let animated James have the credit for that.
Animated James.
Is it Gibbon?
No. Oh my gosh.
I was like, I would totally let Gibbon know that.
No, no, yeah, it's I tried to put my faith in them, but then some people were observing things about this particular person like off screen, and I sort of heard about.
Is he kind of a doctor?
No. Oh, give me the deets on that.
Oh, dude, if you had some dirt on Dr. Wolf, I'm like, oh no, you're not. You're not going anywhere. We're gonna sit here all night. Speaking of which, do you have any dirt on Dr. Wolf?
He's fine.
Oh, darn it.
He's just very professional. You know, I try to. Since I spend a lot of time interviewing people from like all completely different backgrounds for the video production thing I do. But I try to get him to open up or like chill out a little bit, but he's just so professional all the time. I wonder if that's just how he is, or if he's got like a laid back side where he can, kind of let go. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to tell the difference between people and their characters in this fandom.
The closest I've seen Dr. Wolf to being laid back is when Aeon of Dreams here said something interesting to him in a call.
Oh, could we get this story again one more time?
Oh,
I love this. It's so awesome.
Yeah, I'll tell it to you. Okay, so remember the I don't know if you've seen this. Dr. Wolf Goes on Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this was the second time we did this.
Okay, I remember that.
So we're writing the script in a Google Doc, right? And everyone's anonymous. Like, anonymous sheep, anonymous whatever.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, we've set our lines, so let's read through the script, because he always does this if you do a video with him, just to make sure it sounds right. So we're reading through the script, right? And when it gets to my line, Dr. Wolf is moving the cursor to show which is the current line, but then the tag comes up, anonymous sheep, and it's blocking the dialogue, and I'm like, by the way, whoever anonymous sheep is, go fuck yourself. And then there was a resounding hush throughout the entire call, and I'm like, what? And Dr. Wolf is like, that would be me. And I'm like, oh, shit.
We're still going to get Dr. Wolf someday.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Dr. Wolf, I think, okay, have you guys ever seen that movie Meet Dave with Eddie Murphy?
I did apologize to him.
Little alien turns at him and he's a robot. I think that's who Dr. Wolf is. He doesn't know how to be human. He's just a bunch of little aliens.
We should do that. We should have like a week where we all do like a headcanon on who really is Dr. Wolf, and like he's like he has all these little guys.
Anyway, I have a question.
We'll get a bunch of conspiracy theories together and make a video. And we'll put it on my channel.
Oh, nice.
Who is the real Dr. Wolf? We do like a Halloween video.
Well, that'd be funny.
April 1st, surprise! I'm actually Dr. Wolf too. Huh?
I really was a guy all along.
Oh no, you have no idea. Some people are so confused. Since I have a buddy in California who's pretending to be me, who is a guy.
I was gonna grab some of those stills. I'm just gonna edit this out later.
I feel bad because some people came to meet me apparently, and then they saw I was a guy, and they just got so disappointed they left the convention. No.
And then their fedora fell off in shame, and then they left. They left the
video where they're
shave their neck beards.
Yes,
they threw all of their buttons at him.
That is a wonderful troll, and it's almost perfect, and it is so well done that I have other people now, even to this day, that I've spoken with you and heard your voice before and everything, who insist you are a guy.
I gotten into arguments about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this is the real. There could be hundreds of Crown Prince. This could just be the PR Crown Prince.
That's what I said. I said, I made a tweet the other day, Crown Prince is actually a bunch of animators.
They produce such top-notch content. There must be many of them.
So yeah, it's fun. So it's just between you and me and everyone else listening to this. Let all the people be confused because it's amusing.
Can I be admitted into the cult of Crown Prince? I
Yes.
would love to be a Crown Prince. Yay! I am a Crown Prince, every pony.
I'll drink the Kool-Aid.
Okay.
Can I ask my question, Anthony?
Absolutely, I'm done. I'm out of ammo, man. You better.
Okay, so I usually ask this is
Oh God.
who do you
favorite
think?
pony? No, I'm not answering that.
Oh yeah, you're my favorite. Yes.
You just got shot down.
Boom.
Right, who do I think?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, best pony.
It's you, Corpulent. It's you, buddy.
Oh God, that was beautiful. It was only outdone by Corpulent doing the fake out. I'm totally not going to ask it.
Can I ask a question that's maybe a generic one, but it saves me sending you a note on DeviantArt later? Are you doing commissions right now?
On a limited basis. So I don't post, like, if people ask me, hey, can you do a commission? I'll send them the prices.
Yeah.
But I don't have it openly posted because I don't have enough time to do all the commissions that I might get. So we'll see, because I actually need to raise money to go to BronyCon this year.
Oh.
So I will be doing.
Oh, we'll get you there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Between me, Corp, and Faith, we'll get you there.
And I've already got one I'm taking care of right now, so I might like put you on hold.
Oh yeah, I don't mind being put on hold, but I'm just saying I might be interested in that in the future.
Yeah, send me a note.
I wasn't gonna try and mooch off her till after the podcast. Jeez, calm down.
Some of us are just that ballsy and shameless.
Speaking of regrets, I know what my one regret is now, and it's that free animation video. I should never have done that. It's a horrible April Fool's idea. I still, every month, I get like 3 to 4 messages.
I knew that was nonsense right when I looked at it. I was like, no.
In earnest, like, I feel bad. They like type up these long emails. I'm like, no, dude, no.
I would have.
I'll work for free.
How much would that have cost to get that done?
I should send them a quote for the price every time.
Yeah.
That'll be $24,000 for a fully animated series.
Jesus.
That's cheap too.
Yeah, that would be. That would
be a very good deal. Okay.
That's it. The call died.
Okay, cool. Yeah, groovy. I'd like to thank you for coming on. I'm going to ask you again after the podcast because you'll probably be too gracious to say. Is there anything that you really felt uncomfortable about?
No.
Okay. No. I'm still going to ask later because you're like, oh, I'm just going to be nice now. Then she'll.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mrs. Crampton. Good. Good.
Cole's gonna turn off and she'll be like, I am so ashamed I came on here. Do not post this.
There was only
man, you know, I'm still. I kind of feel like talking some more.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll keep. I'm not gonna cut her. The only reason I've ever done that with like guests or something.
I have nothing but time right now.
Yeah, I've a lot of those friends, like Give and Take and Phantom Horn are all like Drowning in Horseshoes friends, and I just assume like deep down inside they're all kind of like him, where they're like, God, get away from me. No, he's fucking bronies. Yeah, I know. He actually is. Yeah, he is. I want to give. Well, I'll let you go, Corp, in a minute. I want to give him actually a thank you because he's the one who kind of suggested the new format that everybody seems to like. As much as I like to sit there and say, he's like, you really need to take your time and listen to the guests and give them a chance to talk. And Jesse, if you're listening, thank you.
Okay. There is a question from the audience if you want to entertain it.
No, I don't think so.
It's from Sheldon. She just knows it.
No. All right. Straw Girl 12 asks, you said earlier you're a gamer. What is your favorite console, or are you a PC gamer?
Both. I used to really like consoles. I have a whole collection of consoles. Favorite
Interesting.
Console. I like the Nintendo consoles. I don't have an Xbox. I'm really like a generation behind because gaming didn't used to be as expensive as it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Wii. Actually, GameCube is probably my favorite. Of course, original Nintendo.
Yeah, original one, yes.
Your original Nintendo has games that I still can't beat. Games today are easy.
Yeah.
Games these days are easy.
Who's ever beaten Ghosts and Goblins?
I watched the Angry Video Game Nerd do it.
Or
he hired somebody. I've beaten it with like the first 3 lives, but I've had the 30 life going while I did it. Does that count? It's the safety net being there sometimes like helps when you're not thinking about it.
Okay, we have a lot of questions actually.
Oh shoot! I shouldn't have said anything. That's fine.
This person has asked this a couple times.
He better not be any kind of crazy man.
Let's answer it. Let's make it a mystery.
His name is Serdwin. Or him or her, and they're asking, would you collab with Two Best Brothers Bitch About Ponies?
I would watch that. Yep.
Yeah, I would.
Everyone would.
It'd be hilarious.
I'll be sending Mr. Horn a confirmation on that.
Let's see. Someone who's going by the name Sheldon asks, if Nate...
That's not sketchy at all.
No, not at all. It better not be too sexual at all.
It's an interesting question that might be a little bit of an inside joke, but if Nate were to buy you 5 drinks at BronyCon, Nate keg standard, would you take them and drink them?
Man, you guys, I weigh like 100.
Would you like to know the story behind that?
Gets me drunk.
And I
don't drink that much. I should be on the floor.
I love Kim Possible a lot. Allegedly said that Keg Standard like bought him 5 drinks, like trying to pick.
I like.
I don't know if it's true.
Horse famous gossip is just really entertaining to me. I just kind of like to sit on the outskirts and watch.
It is fascinating.
No, I'll have like one drink, but I don't like to get. If you want me to get crazy, give me coffee.
Oh, I want you to get crazy.
Drink my frappuccino.
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker.
Rainbow Derp asks, what's the most annoying pet peeve you have about animating?
About my animations or other people's animations?
I mean about animating in general. Yeah.
Okay, my pet peeve on pony animations in particular is when people animate the ears and they're like twitching. Pony's just sitting there and their ears are like twitching because people feel the need for it to move. It doesn't make any sense. Their ears don't just... You see it all the time on puppets. Trust me. Next time, you'll see it. You'll just see the ear moving for no reason because they feel like they're underperforming or something by not having it move.
This is now going to be like one of those things where like someone points out a stain on the
spoiler
screen in the theater. No, like when there's a stain on a movie theater screen and someone points it out, and that's all you see the whole fucking movie's that one fucking stain.
It's called a spoiler. Like, you know how people have little personal habits, and if you point them out to somebody, that's all they're going to notice about that person? Like, oh man, look at that guy. He's always like picking at his fingernails or whatever. You'll like, notice it every time they do it after you.
Someone pronounces neckwork, something like that. Gray
Cream.
Oh, Gray! Hey, Gray!
Gray Ski asks, who's your favorite dragon?
Ooh.
Gray. It's you, Gray. Fluffy dragon.
Drop Duke asks, who's your least favorite pony?
Is this your question?
I will answer this one. I will answer this one, but I have to think about it.
Ooh.
I have to try to remember.
You can include OCs if you want to.
Animated James. I hope he doesn't hear this.
Oh man, I want to send if I could get his Skype contact. I'm like, hey, would you like to come on our show? Here's the one I did with Crown Prince.
With Dr. Wolf.
I don't have.
Oh yeah, I'm still gonna send this to him too. Every time I do one.
I don't know why. I feel like Dr. Wolf would come on. I don't. I mean.
There's a reason why he probably won't. After I did the Gibbon take one, I sent it to him, and I forgot that I may have encouraged Gibbon to kind of like poke a little fun at him.
Oh.
And Gibbon didn't need a lot of help. I didn't have to twist Gibbon's arm. Yeah.
I was laughing. I just love hearing other people's perspectives on like each other. It's all in good fun to me. So I don't mind ribbing on people, and they can beat me up too.
Kron, I'll have to do this, or else the rest of my crew here is going to yell at me for doing this. There's a community called the Bronalysis community or something like that, and they're opening up to artists. I'm sure that they'd love to have you.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been contacted. Obviously, I get contacted a lot to work on projects.
It has its fleeting 1% awesome moments, but yeah, 1%.
I'm working at 99% awesome.
Yeah, no, I know you're way too busy.
The rift is like heroin. When you get it, when you ride that high, it's so good.
No.
But then it's so low.
It's so low. There's so many bad times in there.
Don't worry, Shark is the dealer. The first high is good. The second time is like,
yeah, not so good.
I'm a mob there. I'm telling you, there are other chats you can go to if you want to speak.
Peter and me are gonna get pulled into like the modding chat, and then Peter's like, "I got your back," and like Looney's gonna look right at him, going, "No, you don't. You don't even have your back. You're so far in trouble right now."
Damn it, we pissed off Looney.
I know how to irritate the most people in the chat. Worst pony, Derpy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Rarity. Ooh.
No.
Rarity.
Rarity, you're going down, girl.
Tommy Oliver is gonna come over here just to get on the show and just chew him out.
But she's more fabulous than you, isn't it?
Yes. There's nothing more ridiculous than a grown man talking about fabulosity. Yes.
I remember a video where he was like really into defending it. He like jumped on a cast just to defend Rarity. His little sister walked in or something.
Oh yeah, that was when he was screaming.
I'm talking about Rarity.
I'm talking about Best Horse. He was screaming at Past Analysis, who by the way says he's going to be on this show someday. Don't you lie to me, Past. We'll take good care of you that day. Promise.
Do you guys want another question, or?
I don't know. I'm never gonna hold any of my guests hostage at all, ever.
I'm not. You don't hold me hostage.
Ooh.
Ooh. I like where this is going.
Okay.
I get the feeling like Crown Prince is just gonna be like, okay, bye guys, and then just rapidly leave, no outro or
I'll
anything.
just hang up right now.
We kind of did that with.
My planet needs me.
Okay, Nelson Demifer asks, what would you rather see in season 5 of FIM? World building or royal sister backstory?
Royal sister bashing. I like that story. World building. Actually, I haven't been watching any of the stuff because I discovered in season 3 that watching the little tidbits and stuff kind of spoils it for me. So the episode's a lot more fun when I don't see any spoilers. So I'm hoping for world building would be nice. I hear that there might be some of that. You'd be seeing some other places in the world and whatever. Yeah.
I wanted to ask. I noticed that the thing of collabs came up. I was wondering, have the people from Friendship is Witchcraft ever contacted you? Because I'd love to see Kimmy Sparkles and Crown Prince style. I think that'd be yeah.
Yeah, I've never
no. Oh.
She would still be holding perfectly still, but her mouth would be moving so well. I can never picture fucking what's her name? Shit.
Kimmy Sparkles?
I can never picture Kimmy Sparkles moving. I just picture her lying limp on the floor, saying "Wouldn't it be nice if Rarity went away forever?"
No, Persian animated her actually. If you look up that video.
Yeah, Persian POTUS did it.
So. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Persian POTUS has animation with her. That was pretty good one.
The pony fuckcast asks, do you get along well with your family?
Yeah, that's why I moved out.
A brony that gets along with their family.
No, yeah, I do actually. I've got one younger brother, and that's it. So it's not like a ton of siblings.
Let's see. Saradwin asks, well, it's a very personal question. I don't know.
Oh, fire away. Come on.
No.
It's not a question you're supposed to ask a lady.
Yeah, use your judgment, Corpulent. Use your judgment.
How old am I? 25.
Okay.
I'm so old. Actually, there's a point where you realize, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die soon. I'm not done yet here. Come on, I got more pony videos to make.
Or if you drumroll that as something dramatic, and I'm like, oh, what's your age? I'm like,
some
really?
Some people are very insulted by being asked how old they are. I think maybe when I'm in my 40s.
Did you say?
I don't care.
I get that, but all we see of you so far is a pony, and I'm just like, I can totally tell your age from this, surely.
I'm thinking 28.
No, I said 25.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was in the ballpark.
Don't insult the lady, Jesus.
Like 26 in like a week.
Okay.
I'm getting old.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah.
When was your birthday?
It's on the 6th.
Oh, okay.
Happy birthday, Burley.
A drop Duke asks, other than the Brony fandom, is there any other fandom of which you're a member?
I mean, there are other things I enjoy a lot, but I don't interact with them the way. So I used to be really into Warrior Cats, and then also currently really like Adventure Time, but I don't interact with people or do art the same way.
What would you say most rivals your love for ponies?
But the love for my original creations.
Okay, Mr. Petey has been asking a question. He's asked it multiple times. Where do you animate? Do you animate in a college dorm? Do you animate at home? What's sort of your environment for animating? Or do you have a set environment? Do you just wander around? What helps you do that the best?
Oh, I set up an office for myself. So I just have my desktop here, and yeah, I have an apartment that I live in at the moment, but I'm hoping to buy a house next year, so we'll see.
Cool.
And there's only one other question that I can find so far. And it's kind of a weird one, and
don't.
Oh, that's weird.
No, it's not bad. It's can you take on Tommy Oliver? I don't really understand.
Ooh, I think I know what it is. It basically,
and
can you get it?
Girl 12 is asking it.
I'm guessing that's he means in a debate.
That's because I said I could take him.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You hear that, Tommy?
I mean, I'm not an analyst because if I were going to do that, I have to do everything so.
Oh, we'll all feed you lines. We'll let you take down Tommy. Tommy, you hear that? Crown Prince just called you a girl. Get in here and fight. Man up.
He still has a bar tab, doesn't he? Or...
Corp. I love you. That was beautiful.
No, he's cool. We've talked a few times, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of people who animate really well are also extremely intelligent. They just pretend not to be. So.
Anybody
yeah,
you're calling out on that?
I could hold my own in a debate.
Nice. All right. I think we're done. Yeah.
All right. What's like the clincher? We need some kind of.
I've never done a closure.
Can we put explosions at the end? Just edit in like.
Actually, there is an.
Yes.
What is it?
Which are better, dogs or horses?
Right. I don't know.
Note person 0S. So.
Yeah.
It's horses.
Horses.
I'm a horse.
Good answer. I like that answer.
So if we're all still here, I guess we could all shill everyone's channel here at the dead end here. If you've listened all the way through this, bravo! You should be committed. You should head on down to Channel Changing on YouTube. Corpulent Brony, yours.
Hello.
Yeah, shill your channel.
Watch.corpulentbrony.com or Corpulent Brony on YouTube. Just it's out there.
Yeah, Peter.
Yeah. Aeon of Dreams on YouTube or DeviantArt or Tumblr, whichever you prefer.
Leaky is now up to, what is it, 25? Let's get him to 30, people.
My channel is Friendship is Country. I have no videos. I make my entire living mooching off of other people's podcasts because I am so goddamn funny. And you.
Yeah, subscribe to Amazing Moose Pony.
Yes.
In Canada.
And then there is Crown Prince.
Yeah, put it into Google. It'll show up.
Yeah, it will. You don't even probably have to put Pony down. It's one of those good names.
Nope. Yeah.
I wish more companies advertise like that. Like the new F-150. Put it into Google. It'll show up.
Put it into Google.
That's how I found her DeviantArt, by the way, because I'm looking at it right now, and it's like, I don't even need to specify anything. That's literally how I found it right now.
I was so happy when I kicked off all of the real princes, because there used to be results in Google. I'm like, I'm going to take these guys down. Watch.
One by one.
Screw you, Prince Henry. I am more popular now.
Yeah, someone needs to reanimate the fucking the music, the score chart montage from Rainbow Rock with Crown Prince taking out all the other Crown Princes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, this is where I would.
Wicked lightsaber sounds.
Yeah.
And the end.
The end. Excellent. All right. Hope everybody had fun. Type recorder.
By the way, nice to meet you, Crown Prince.
I thought that was Leaky for a minute
Hello.
there.
No, I'm very good at impersonating people. I've been studying you.
I was like, I don't know what the hell that was, Leaky, but whatever it is, just don't start doing it now.
That'll be my lead-in.
Yeah.
Crown Prince imitating Licky, who's imitating a moose.
All right, I believe I am recording. Excellent. Yeah, we're golden. If everybody's ready.
Fucking so ready.
All right then.
Hold on.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Click start stream, or should I wait a couple minutes?
No, you go ahead, hit it. It's fine.
Okay.
Just tell me when.
No, we totally didn't need to start the call early and mingle a little bit. No.
Oh, we should have.
Yeah, we should.
Oh well, I was just been sitting here for the past 20 minutes, like.
Oh, I'm so you.
Anthony, you've offended the guest. Good job.
Yes. I was
She'll storm off being bye-bye, fuckers.
I was
me.
fully expecting like her to do an Anthony C where he showed up at like 3 minutes to spare. I was like, oh, it's Anthony C's friend. She'll act just like him. That's how we got Peter in for that one. Peter, I need somebody to come on the podcast. Anthony blew us off.
We're live.